the airport and drop off your bags, you've probably had a second thought about whether they're going to actually make it to your destination.
We all worry about our baggage, don't we? Sunrise consumer correspondent Sean White has been investigating how to keep your belongings safe and secure when you travel, Sean.
Yeah, morning, guys. Look, there's nothing worse, right, than waiting at the baggage carousel and realising your luggage isn't there. But fortunately, there are more and more high-tech options to help you keep track of it. And the best news, it's not all on you because airlines are investing in it too. It's the stuff of travel nightmares. And this would have to be one of the most extreme examples of an airport luggage experience. A couple travelling from Brazil to Turkey with their kids claimed they had the tag taken from one of their prams by corrupt workers, who days later used it on bags to traffic 43 kilos of cocaine. So what actually happens to your luggage when it leaves you?
When you do check a bag in, it could end up anywhere in the world, right? You don't know if it's going to make its destination, if it's going to make it on time. Does that container get left behind? You had an incident where I checked a bag in and then it went down the chute to the plane. The tag had come off somewhere in between, and then they saw a tiny sort of mark on the back of it, which was half a sticker with my name, and then ended up calling me and said, "Are you on the same flight?" And then they ended up getting the bag to the plane in time.
1 in 3 Aussies have lost their luggage while travelling. More than half get it back within days, while around 3% never see it again. Post-pandemic, baggage mishandling was sky high. You might remember these pictures when the borders reopened. Well, today, 5.6 bags are lost per 1,000 travellers. So what can you do?
On an air tag, you can actually see where your bag is at that airport, and you can even see it being dropped off to the plane. So air tags are really vital, I think, when it comes to travel.
Some airlines have introduced their own tracking systems. Well, Virgin was the first Aussie carrier, with 70% of domestic flights now using in-app tracking tools. Air New Zealand is also one of them.
The moment you check in, the app status gets updated with the fact that your bag's now checked in. Once it's on your flight, you get a notification saying it's on the flight you're on, and once you get off on the other side, it says, look, your bags have arrived.
And soon, recovering stray suitcases will also be more straightforward. Airlines are developing AI solutions to automatically rebook the baggage on the next available flight. But nothing is perfect, so
Take a photo of it before you travel. Take a photo of what's inside it before you travel as well.
Okay, and Sean joins us now.
You're very excited about this one, aren't you?
What actually happens to your luggage when it gets checked in? What do you do when an airline loses your luggage?
So when it gets checked in, I think this is interesting. It goes through, right, gets on the conveyor belt, goes down the chute, and you're like, oh, where are you going? I hope I see you at the next destination. Just like we go through security, it's the same thing. It goes through somebody who looks, scans and checks everything's all legit. Then it goes to another person who's sort of a ramp allocator. And that's where you hope that they're doing their job properly and they allocate it up a ramp and it goes to the right sort of area for the destination, onto the tarmac, into the luggage holder. You're hoping you don't have dodgy airline stuff like we saw in that story.
Well, yeah.
But I think the key is you want an air tag. You just have to have one. And if you're an Android user, something like a Tile, which is a sort of equivalent, because you can get a precise location, especially with the AirTag, because it pings off all the other iPhone or Apple device users, and that's how they get that precision. I think it's great that the airlines are investing, but theirs only tells you once you've landed whether it made it or not. So you still got to backtrack, you know. So I think there's a lot of good tech out there that can help us find our luggage in these situations.
That's a good piece of advice. So invest in an AirTag. How much are they, quickly?
Oh, it depends. I think getting a 3-pack's probably the best.
Okay.
So you can get sort of just 100, 110,
All right, there you go. Oh, thanks for coming in, Sean. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Let's book a holiday.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.